Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Francine and this is my channel, The Hermetic Herald, here for another channeled message. I'm going to be doing a collective channeled reading today. This is going to be for anyone that comes across this message, whether you are my subscriber, whether you are a viewer, long-term, short-term, new, completely new to my content. So thank you guys for being here. Let's tap in. Let's tap in and see what messages come through for the Work Your Light Oracle deck. I feel that card. What message should I touch base on, Spirit Team? For the people that are coming across this message, what should they hear? What do they need to hear? Okay, we have a couple of things. So we have about 4 or 5, but I want to touch base with the first 2 that came through. We have the ever unfolding rose. It says cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And then we also have Imrama, where are you being called to journey? Let's just look at this really quick, and then I'll just tune in right now, see what comes through for you guys. First of all, this is something that I think a lot of you guys hear, and it goes through one ear and out the other. You are blessed. Some people think, oh yeah, of course I'm blessed. I'm in a place or a position in life where I have things, opportunities. Despite it not being easy, I'm still okay. You know, you hear it and you're just like, yeah, whatever. It's very, very very commonplace to hear this. But Spirit wants to highlight that first and foremost. You are blessed, Spirit Team. They are blessed by you. Do you ever think about your Spirit Team and how they're blessed by you ever? Sometimes I feel like I don't realize how important they are, but also how I am important to them. You likely have been, when you think of your ancestry and your ancestors, you've likely been your own ancestor. Blessed, inner work, moving into something more emotionally fulfilling and transformative. There's something about the 9 of Cups going to the 8 of Cups, you going back and withdrawing from the external world in some sense of needing the external validation from others and recognizing truly how blessed you are to yourself, understanding how much of a blessing you are to people around you. They're trying to tell you not to feel or sink into a victimization or a victim mentality. They're saying it's not happening to you necessarily, and there's a lot of stuff going on outside. It's not happening just to you, like it's attacking you, whatever the negativity, the moon energy is, like the secrets that are coming out, that are being revealed, the unknown that lies before you, that lies ahead of you. I'm hearing wireless, so you might be going wireless with your headphones or something like that, and they want to confirm that for someone here that has headphones in. But they just want you to know what happens and what lies before you is not something that's intended to hurt you. It's meant to facilitate something on your path. You're being called to journey somewhere very, very, very deep in your life. So you're getting a lot of water energy. 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups is like Pisces energy. And then we have Cancer, Pisces with the moon. So yeah, water energy. Everything about this reading is starting off with water. So you may be a water sign as well. Let's keep going. We have awakening. A number of you are going through energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Something really important about integration that I think in society is lost a lot is the time to integrate. I feel like we're all so busy most of the time that it's hard to allow ourselves to integrate things. And when it does integrate, because there's like some things you just can't, there's just some things that you need to take care of, and sometimes you end up letting other things fall by the wayside, like your spiritual inclinations, your interests spiritually. Sometimes we put them to the side and we just can't pick it up yet because we have family and other things to take care of. There's integration happening no matter what, but there's something about sitting with yourself and taking in a lot of this information and allowing it to upgrade you. You guys are going through a big energetic upgrade. Prepare your energy. The time is now, is what they're saying. Your energy needs to be at its peak to attain something that you want in your awakening process, in your ascension process. Don't dim to fit in. one of the solutions or something that will help you is your spirit team is saying don't dim your light as you're going up and upgrading in your awakening process. The brighter you shine, the harder it is to dim it. So as you're going through these upgrades, you're going to begin to expand, and you're going to begin to be very noticeable to some people, and they're going to begin to either be repulsed by your energy or be attracted to your energy. So when you're dimming your light, you're not only repulsing people slightly that are not in accordance with your energy, and you're also not shining brightly enough for the people that really are meant for you and that you're attracting to understand you deeply. So don't dim, because you're going to end up with the worst of two situations, is what my spirit team is saying. Don't dim. You're going to end up feeling a lot more pressure, a lot more, the shifts are not going to be as formidable or as helpful to you if you dim it. It's just it feels like a mathematical equation, spiritual information. I feel like when you think about it, a lot of people focus on the material world. It comes from the immaterial. The immaterial is not new. It's basically the same concept. Sometimes people forget that the immaterial, despite us not having advancements to understand how to measure things, that it is measurable. We just don't know how to do it as well yet. Spiritually, I'm just getting that energy. Your spirit team is trying to say, you can still apply things that are obvious to the immaterial world. You don't have to. Sometimes we make it so complicated and gray. There are not always grays. There are black and white as well in the scale. All right, so the next card here we have is how can you mother yourself, Star Mother? How can you mother that part of yourself that you try so hard to dim? Okay. When you think about a mother, I think of like one instance that comes to mind is when a child is trying to beat or trying to bully a child at school, and the child that's being bullied goes home. Some don't feel comfortable sharing what's going on, some will. Some don't have a choice. It's just overwhelming to feel that emotion and to come home. And when someone asks you what's going on, you share. And that person just lets you sit on their lap or just hugs you and lets you be enveloped in this sense of acceptance, the sense of validation that you are worthy and that whatever people are trying to tell you is not the case. You need to do that for yourself sometimes. When you go out there and you feel like you're being dimmed, or you're trying to dim your light to be more acceptable to humanity, remember that you need to always cloak yourself. There's people around you that are trying to cloak you right now. Spirit, I'm hearing spirit. I keep saying spirit team. You guys are a part of the spirit team. They're not just there to talk to you and talk at you like a parent in a sense. They're there to work with you and to co-create with you. They want you to integrate them before you can even integrate some of these experiences. They're just saying you need to just open up to mothering oneself, deep replenishment, take some time for rest. Retreat, rest, and be held. I didn't even see that card yet. These are turned over. So be held. They're trying to tell you to be held here. And we have star seeds. So I'm talking to some star seeds. What lights you up? What lights you up, spirit team? I keep saying spirit team. You guys, are some of you guys like that? Some of you guys are very, very ascended. And you come off as a spirit team member for me. All right. So spirit's just really talking about these things. So I'm going to pause here for my baby to check on them and to make sure they're okay. And I'll be right back for the rest of the reading. Hello everyone, so I am back. Let's continue into the rest of the reading. So I took some time. You can tell I have a new shirt on, just like a casual thing. I decided to change before I continued this reading. So let's keep going. Spirit team, please help me to speak clearly and succinctly for the people that are meant to hear this message. What messages, in addition to what we've just mentioned, are needed for the collective to hear in this group? Please assist me in speaking clearly and succinctly, Spirit Team. Okay, so we have one card. So, wow, many cards. So the first one was Apple, Temptation will test you. There's so much depth to each of these cards. Okay. So bottom of the deck here says psychic ability, trust your intuition. Okay, as well as taking a vacation, which is what we were talking about earlier with replenishment. The need for replenishment in the collective and in this group here. And July is significant. So let's keep going. There were a couple that fell. What are those, Spirit? Okay. Temptation will test you, right? Was the first one. Now we have younger man. Wow. Younger man. Beryl, you feel something is lacking in your life, whether it be money, love, or goals. Hidden secrets can harm you with the skull, a goal-oriented person, and compliments from an admirer, as well as you will be taken care of in difficult times. Let's tap in here. So your spirit team wants you to know that they're your admirer. So let me just fix this because I feel like it's hard for you guys to see me. So spirit wants you to know that you are admired by them primarily in this reading. They want you to know that they see the temptation to sink back into patterns, into a very materialistic or very shallow level of understanding the world around you, and they admire that you're willing to go the distance and to journey deeper and deeper and deeper into yourself. There's temptation here. As we know at the apple, you could be a younger man or have some dealings with a younger man. And there's something about someone maybe in your life, in your surroundings, giving you this idea that you need something from them in order to live, in order to feel good, to feel loved. So there's this lack mentality that's coming into this reading, this poverty mentality of feeling like you need something more externally outside of yourself and that you're not receiving enough. Someone here is very goal-oriented, very focused in and driven by numbers, and that's a beautiful thing, logic, being efficient. So you could be like an earth sign, because I feel like I understand that energy. And I feel like sometimes there's this tendency to focus in on the physical form, the materialistic things, or just like the physical, tangible aspects of life, and to forget the beauty of what you can't see. So hidden things, sometimes if you feel like something is hidden from you, you feel as if God themselves or himself or the universe is against you or wants to hide something from you. So someone's feeling that way, that the hidden information is not within their reach, but it is. Someone may be trying to speak into your life and say, you need this, you need this person, themselves, or someone else to get to a place that you can reach on your own with your spirit team, not with a physical person. So there's something about the material plane and trusting the material plane to teach you something when it's already inside of you. Like you're looking externally. Someone here is looking externally for something that's already within them. Let's look at these cards. We have Strength, Leo energy. So you could be a Leo. Some of you are so determined, so strong-willed, so patient. You have restricted yourself from certain pleasures in order to reach goals. And there's nothing bad with that. There's something about feeling as though that has to be your life and the end-all be-all, to always have to restrict yourself from the things that life has for you or has to offer you. We also have here the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Thoughts, protest organizer, and the Ace of Cups. You're being led by your reason here, and there's something about that. There's a need for belief over the physical, tangible things. Faith, trust in something coming for you, because there are opportunities that are knocking at your door. You have done a lot of work. So if you're experiencing any temporary qualms, temporary problems, they will be alleviated. It's just something about the material plane and the immaterial becoming so reliant on it that it becomes more important to you than the immaterial realm. Something important such as a new job or a raise and lighthearted, carefree times ahead. You're going to receive that job. If you guys are looking for a new job or a raise, you're going to receive that. I think this rat is this younger man for some of you. This person specifically, now, I don't think that everyone who dislikes or likes this artist is bad, but for some reason I'm getting the words Nipsey Hussle. Someone here either looks like him or listens to him, but they're hypocritical. Because I feel as though Nipsey Hussle is one other entity altogether that I should talk about in some other capacity. And I feel like someone listens to them but doesn't quite live the life that I think Nipsey would talk about. That's very specific for someone here. And I'm hearing you've outgrown them. You've outgrown this person. Beware of self-delusion and karma. You will reap what you have sown. The karma surrounding this person, you should leave them be. I feel like this is the same person I tapped into, or one of the people that was involved in the last collective reading. So if you guys feel like you resonate with my energy, you may resonate with that message. This person ties you down or makes you feel unsettled. And I feel like they may act as if they're your fortune or that you're lucky to have them, but there's something about them not really being all that in a bag of chips. I'm getting the word York, so I don't know if they're from New York. Just York is significant. Let's keep going. Temptation will test you. Temptation to either fall back into some things that you believed about the material world and your ability to attain certain things is coming through. Spirit, what else are you trying to say? There's something here. Let's light some sage as I tap in here. Where's that? Let's see what Spirit wants to say, because it feels like there's this wall energetically where I feel like I have to jump over that wall to get to the depths, and the depths are like meant for you guys. Intimidate. What's interesting is this information, the word intimidate came through, just that word in the music industry reading that I did. So someone here could be here from that, or Quantum Storm, if you're here. There's something about that word coming through twice. She recommended that I talk about the music industry and AI. And look at what we're getting, right? Like, a lot of things that Quantum Storm mentioned are coming to pass. So I feel like they're trying to tell me to go back into that again, which I was going to do. So if you guys are interested, please tune into that. There's some things about the music industry that you guys might want to hear. I feel like the people in this group are musically inclined. Okay, let's keep going. Is there anything else, Spirit? What would you like to say to tie this all together? Justice. Social justice warrior, making amends. There's some reconciliation that needs to be done with the material plane, like your material world and your thought life. Your thought life is holding you back in some way from clarity on something. Your generational wealth was the only thing that wasn't turned over, that wasn't easy to see. It was turned over, which makes me feel as though your generational wealth is in your face. Your spirit team is literally all around you, in your face, literally trying to tell you something. And there's a need for clarity, but what's happening is that you're getting stuck in the midst of thirst traps or other people's dreams, goals, ideas, and you're kind of losing sight of your own with the devil energy. It's like you're kind of not saying greedy, but there's an energy of greed in the sense of like you not being associated with that, but you expressing some aspect of your life, focusing on like what other people have and comparing yourself to them. And it's a dead end. It's a dead road. You're not meant to have what other people have. There's a need for you to kind of distance yourself from the energy of needing to have what other people are having, or what other people dictate to you is what you should have. Their idea is their own. Keep yourself at like a distance from someone's mental plane around you. I feel like there's someone here in your surroundings that is doing this to you, that's getting you on mental lockdown. And it's not comfortable, it's not fitting for you. This desire, this like dream that they have perhaps for you, or they're trying to bring you into, you're not, I'm hearing dishonest. This person's dishonest, or you're being dishonest with yourself, and there's a need for you to make a decision on a road. I feel like you're kind of evading some next step that'll take you into the right path, and it's like you're getting confused or muddled in some way before taking that road. Yeah, it's about the people, the friendships you keep, and the relationships that you have. Someone's meant to stand out in this group amongst the rest, and you're being muddled by other people's dreams and goals and other people's desires, and it's not your own. Step into the unknown. Don't go into what other people do because it's known to you, or because it seems like it's already a carved out path. You need to approach the moon. I'm hearing approach the moon with reverence. There's a need for you to revere the unknown. It's scary, but is it possible for you to enjoy it and not fight it? Something about fighting it is a setback for someone here. Aquarius energy, and it is Aquarius season, I believe. Sorry, not sorry. Step out of your comfort zone, collective. You need to step out of your comfort zone. Is there anything else? We have burnt out. Someone here is feeling this way. I mean, it might also feel like they're like a hothead, like they're getting really angry at the drop of a hat. You could also be a Sagittarius, but it's just the energy of like needing to cut ties with certain things that were very like inflammatory. I'm just getting inflammatory remarks, inflammatory energies, like getting really like in your head. Getting stuck because of like some anger that's residing in someone here. We also have Knight of Thoughts. How you speak as well is very important. We have the Ace of Swords, Vision Board, Three of Cups, the Build Up, and the Fool, starting a journey. Yeah, there's some people in your past that they're bringing up. There's also some people on your soul team, like your spirit team, and also your soul tribe that are trying to speak. And it's not like physically. It's literally like they speak to you in your dream state. They speak to you in a number of ways. You have to be willing to take this step and to move forward. Be flexible is what your spirit team is saying. You need to be flexible. I'm hearing flexible hours as well, like with work. Something about your hours, because you're spending so much time there. And you're almost at the milk and honey. You're almost there. You're between worlds right now. There's something about you needing to just get into that new section or new level. Clean it up. There's something you need to clean up. And I just thought of White Chicks, the movie White Chicks, and she said, clean it up, Kokor, or something like that. It's something like there's like a mess. There's something that's messy that's trying to hold you back. To the sea and imagine, you need to allow yourself to dream big. There's going to be a fork that comes in the road that will dictate to you whether or not it's going to force you. So either you do it now, or you're going to be forced to take a route, and your emotions are something to address, because it's hindering you and it's burning you out. It's something about you being too like, whenever there's anger, it seems like there's too much anger in someone where it feels like it's just welling up inside of you and you're about to burn with it. Anger means like there's a lack, typically, it can be a lack of control in some regard, of feeling like someone else is in control of your life. Do you feel like someone else is in control of your life, collective? Like someone else has the upper hand and someone else has, dealt you a poor hand, and therefore you are entitled, you are under their like whim. You have to go according to someone else's rulership or authority. Something like that makes people really angry. There's like a rage in that energy. Okay, so someone needs to make that choice. They're asking a lot of questions, and I feel like the point of the matter is that you need to go out of being in the in-between. You're meant to journey further. You're meant to go further in your thought life, in your spiritual life. And I feel like something about other people's paths and comparing yourselves to them and wanting to do something that's already been carved out is holding you back, because it's taking you on a road that's not meant for you. Okay, so let's keep going. It's just interesting how muddled this information is. It's almost like you're taking a path that is just, it's the path of least resistance, but it's confusing because it's not meant to be for you. So it's just making me confused. I'm just hearing like the sharper the turn, you know, that's your generational wealth. They're trying to say, like, as a clarifier of what was just said in this reading, they're saying the sharper the turn, that's how you know it's yours, because it's going to be difficult. It's going to be like, it's almost going to be, when you're thinking of a sharp turn, you have to be on par with the road. You could end up either missing it or getting into another person's lane. You have to really be on track and on target, and you have to be ready when it's time. So they're just saying, get ready. You're gonna have to get to this fork in the road, or you're already in the fork in the road, and they need you to make a decision now. There's no time to waste. 13 is significant as well. 13 is Scorpio energy. The unknown, you know. Okay. Ancestors, what message do you have for the collective here? What messages do you have for the collective? Have courage. Have the courage to take that road and to take that sharp turn. Laugh and have fun. It's like they want you to have courage, but you should laugh about it. You should enjoy it. Enjoy music as well as coming through. It's like enjoy like meditative trances or ways in which you can clear your mind and take the appropriate turn and not feel like conflicted. Someone here is a little like they're so cerebral that they kind of think of like how it makes sense to them rather than what's intuitive and what do you feel. The unknown is intuitive. It's the watery energy is necessary. Someone here might have like hopes of an end game, but they're going in accordance with what other people are saying they should do. And you might also, there's someone here that has like mostly earth signs. They don't have a lot of water in their chart, and they need that. They are very stable, sure, but there's a need for you to dream, have fun, find your voice. I thought this was enjoy music. This is actually just find your voice. Find the instrument that's meant for you. Don't go for the violin like everyone. No offense to the violin, but there are some instruments that are very common. The drums, the piano. Don't go for just the nurse, the judge, the lawyer, the doctor. Go for the ones that are meant for you, the career path that is meant for you, if that's something you're thinking about. Have courage to take and transcend the limitations. Bottom of the deck is imagine. So that's what I feel like they want you to know. It's very straightforward, and I hope that this helps you in any way, shape, or form. Please like, share, and subscribe. Doing so will help people see this message and also to see my content that I provide here on YouTube. Become a member by checking out, either clicking the join button or checking out my memberships when you click on the join button. So without further ado, I'll leave you with that, and I'll see you next time.